Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Insidious, The Last Key. I went to see it today, and hold on, I have the ticket stuff. I think I have the ticket stuff. Yeah, if you saw me on Instagram, I showed it, but there's the ticket right there for Insidious, The Last Key. Like I said, I didn't go to the movies last week because of cold, but I went today because the weather was a little bit better. It's still cold, but a little bit better. And anyway, I'm a big fan of the Insidious franchise, as it were. This is the fourth movie, I believe. And of course, it deals with a parapsychologist, or Dr. Elise Rayner. She basically can see ghosts and stuff, and she helps people that are trapped by evil spirits and stuff. And in the previous movies, she's come in to help other people. And this story is basically her story, uh, because they actually go back and show you, her growing up and what life was like for her when she was young. And she had this, of course, this gift that to see ghosts and stuff, and what her family life was like and stuff. And of course, it all comes back into the present day, or I guess a few years ago, where they where she gets a call from a client that has that wants her to help him because he's experiencing this evil spirit, and he wants her to help. And when he gives her the address, she discovers that it's actually her house where she grew up in. Okay, and again, this movie, like I said, I'm a big fan of this franchise, the Insidious franchise. It's great. Again, the actress Lynn Shay, I think she's the mother of Robert Shay, who used to run New Line. But anyway, she's really good in the part as Elise Rayner, and she's, like I said, she sees these gifts and she helps people. And this time, like I said, it's personal because, they go into her family backstory and stuff, and you get to know what it was like for her growing up, and that she had a mother and father and a little brother and stuff, and what life was like. And again, this movie, I really like this movie a lot. And of course, she still has those two assistants, I think Specs and Tucker, that help her and stuff, working with her. And then, like I said, it reaches into her family, her family backstory, and you get to see her brother and her other family members. And it's a really good story. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I thought it was really good. Like I said, she has to basically confront the demons of her past to help this gentleman who's living in her house and experiencing what she experienced as a young girl. And it's really really a good movie. I really liked it a lot. Again, it's it has a certain type of style to it, these Insidious movies, and I really liked it a lot. And again, props to the actor they hired to do this. Josh Stewart, particularly, he was and then he played her father in the flashbacks. He was particularly good. I remember him from there was a superheroes TV show on ABC. I think with Michael Chiklis, and it only lasted one season. Him and his wife had superpowers, and the kids had superpowers. But anyway, he was on that show, Josh Stewart, and he's really good as the father. Okay, and then of course you have Bruce Davison, and he plays the grown-up brother of Elise. And again, like I said, the relationship is complicated, and I don't want to spoil it exactly. But again, the scares and stuff right here are, typical scares, but they still were pretty effective to me. And I have to say, with the crowd I went to see it, I saw it, and it was pretty full. When these Insidious movies are pretty popular, and the people were into it completely, and it has a good atmosphere and a good story. And I like the way they delved into her background, at least with her her background with her family and stuff, and how she came to know that her gifts, of seeing ghosts and stuff, and how she came to be, and it gives you that backstory, which is, I think, was good direction to take this series. And you got to see her exactly trying to help this man, and there's, of course, there's twists and turns to it, exactly, but it's still really good, and I definitely recommend it if you're a big fan of the Insidious series and horror movies. Then I think this was a really good movie. Again, it has comedy. The comedy mostly comes from the two assistants who are absolutely hilarious and stuff, and it's really good, and I definitely would recommend it. Go see it, and I'm going to give Insidious: The Last Key, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Definitely a nice entry into the series, and definitely recommend it if you're a big fan of the previous movies. And I give it a 7.5. Definitely worth checking out. Definitely a good entry into the series, and I definitely would love to see more. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think of Insidious. What do you think of it? Insidious: The Last Key. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.